awful would it be to be one of these leftists? You're not joining.
To get here and to press this country to
the border. I stuck at the border. Go Trump. Go Trump. Hey, Murphy, you're a scumbag.
Thanks, man. Thanks, buddy.
During the State of the Union address, Donald Trump asked everybody in the room, as an Americans, do you feel like the duty of the American government is to protect the American people? Nobody stood up other than the Republicans. The Democrats did not budge one bit. They didn't even clap. And that alone should let us know everything that we need to know about them Democrats. They are not for the American people. They have never been for the American people. And that at any point in time, they are willing to go harder for freaking illegal immigrants than they are willing to go hard for their own people. Now, one thing I will say about those Democrats, they always show their true colors. They literally stand up there each and every time and show us how much hate and disdain that they have for this country, and yet people still root for them, but that's neither here nor there. Donald Trump did an absolutely amazing job, in my opinion. His speech was absolutely breathtaking, eye-opening, invigorating, right? 10 out of 10 to me. Let me just say this. Donald Trump was exactly what America needed when we needed it. If he did not become the president of this country, I can't tell you where the hell we would be. Because if it had anything to do with the Democrats, we would be in a lot of fucking trouble. That's just my opinion.
I'm a mother. I am a physician, and I have a flag. And I am the proud representative for Oregon's 3rd Congressional District. Yes, thank you. Thank you. And tonight, I defy Trump and his authoritarian project by standing in joyful, radical, peaceful resistance with the Portland Frog Brigade!
I don't know why these people will always do this. I don't know. Can I say every single time, copy one? Democrats decided to organize their anti-Trump State of the Union. At some point, I don't know, people did not even show up. They actually even boycotted this. When I look at the people at this location, everything to me just looked different. When you look at the kind of videos, and I was actually impressed at some point where a patriot actually showed up and crashed the whole event. I believe you saw the beginning of this video. Everybody, even CNN, is now acknowledging that Trump did a great job. I think he broke his own record by giving the longest speech ever. Imagine doing this at this age. That should tell you a lot. I saw some things during the State of the Union, which I'm going to show you. I'm going to play the video so you can see exactly what actually went on. Democrats need to step up. This strategy they struggle to put up every single day, to me, it is not working.
Tonight, President Trump dropped the longest State of the Union in American history, 1 hour and 48 minutes, beating his own record. And here's why it was a complete win for the administration and a total disaster for Democrats.
Among speech watchers tonight, 64% say his policies will move the U.S. in the right direction. And look at the growth President Trump made over the speech. So pre-speech, it was 54% of speech watchers said his policies will move the U.S. in the right direction. After the speech, that number goes up 10 percentage points. So Donald Trump made some progress with people watching the speech from their pre-speech expectations to what they saw in the speech itself. And that 64% number, that's pretty much in range across all of his State of the Union addresses. In his first term, last year, the joint session, that's about what we've seen. Is roughly 2/3 have walked away from his speeches thinking he's going to move it in the right direction.
So a lot of red meat for the base.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. If you're a Republican on the ballot in 2026, I think you leave this speech being as happy as you could possibly be, that he sort of stuck to the script on the economy, he gave the red meat to the base on immigration, and they can leave the hall tonight and sort of take that out on the campaign trail.
He said, quote, these people are crazy. I'm telling you they're crazy. I mean, but that's not something we ever heard from Obama or Biden from that stage.
No, listen, we've never had a speaker rip up a speech either. But when you're saying issues like, we're talking about trucking, we have, and it comes in my space, where you have states that are issuing driver's licenses to illegals who haven't been trained to drive a 80,000-pound truck on an American road. We have a little girl that had a life impacted for the rest of her life, and she's 5 years old, and it was an illegal who hit her. I think the question becomes, why doesn't every Democrat stand up and go, no, we want well-qualified drivers on American roads. That's not partisan. We don't want illegals who can't speak the language, contrary to American law for decades, to not be on American roads. I think those are easy issues, Jake. And I don't think we saw Democrats stand up and support them. We got some applause for the U.S. Olympic hockey team, but that was probably one of the only bipartisan moments of the night, which I think is too bad. Again, if inflation's down, Democrats should applaud it. If real incomes are up, Democrats should applaud it. Those are good things that we should support as Americans. And just because Donald Trump's in office doesn't mean you have to sit on your hands. You should applaud that because that's good for America.
So what moved you about this speech?
Well, the celebrating people is always good. But again, that $18 trillion investment, the $25 million in Trump accounts. But I did hear something on the health care, right? We have a law, the Obamacare, the ACA, and we don't have a we don't have a way around it, and it's really just pooled care that's gone up every year. And this most favored nation, he's taken a stab at lowering the costs for us.
Speaker, so much of, obviously, number one thing that people take away from watching the State of the Union is the president. But people are also watching.
What is more shocking is the fact that CNN is calling it out the way they should do. If you look at what actually happened throughout the night, you will clearly see that these Democrats are truly crazy. Yeah, Trump said it. There are a lot of things that Trump actually said, and you will clearly accept with him it is happening. Yeah. Why can't you stand up? Things you disagree, don't stand up. It's like everything Trump said, no applause, no standing up. You cannot disagree with Trump in everything. No matter how, I understand the politics behind that. Then it's so embarrassing to see how some decided to create their own event, like to counteract this. I don't know if up to 20 people show up, like from what I see on social media. Just joking, though. These people need to wake up. Yeah, they need to understand that you don't do this every single time. When Biden was there, I saw a moment where Republicans will stand up, they will applaud, they will do, that is how it's supposed to be. Oh, this one, gas prices are down, this one is this. Nobody's applauding, nobody's standing up. He had to lead Trump to make it clear you people are crazy, and that is just that is just something that stand out during that speech. It should actually signal to these people that Trump will always be Trump. If you look at the stat from CNN, about 64% believe that he will take the economy into the right directions, right? That is cool. If you can't see into these figures, then I don't know what exactly you're doing, because it is very clear that majority of the people are seeing.
Democrats, for their part, I think, Trace, they started off very well behaved. They sort of sat on the hands for most of it, and I was very impressed until you had a couple of members, Tlaib and Omar, who started screaming at the president. That was a national embarrassment, I think, for the party. And then I think when the president asked the Democrats to stand for the slain passenger in North, our first priority as Americans rather than illegal on either of those two, I think they took his bait and they made the mistake. And that is a fundamental problem.
Trump always has a way, to take these people unaware. This was a simple trick. If Democrats stood up for this, it could have been very clear. At some point, they used to say, no, these people don't want flags. They don't like to do this. Democrats should understand the tactics that Republicans always put out every single time. This was a bait and the fair. It was a simple trap, right? I don't want to talk much. I think I'm going to end here. I want to appreciate people's support and sharing out the videos. God bless you abundantly. As of the short clips I'm about to play, that is for the white algorithm. You can always skip.
That can take away from the joyous moment as all Americans. And why are they putting a medal?
Oh, he's already under scrutiny for 1,000 reasons. Because Patel posted this on X.
People on the left are absolutely losing their minds. Because now it's our job
I get suspicious when anybody, whether it's
no one should be above scrutiny.
I think that Whoopi Goldberg, you might want to think.
Wasn't their whole testimony?
Don't use it as a
person's home, it's very easy to understand.
When I look at that video, I don't see both sides in a dogmatic.
The Golden Globe for Best Editing goes to the Justice Department.
This is for her. This is for the people in the United States who are terrorized and scared today.
Yes. Of course, this is for the mother.
Babies are upstairs watching. Y'all better be on them damn phones and watching me.
Thank you, everyone. I'm a little in shock about that. Maduro.
Let your hatred and sit this one out.
Well, these guys. There you go.
$1,800.
Let's see if they get the.
Well,
I want to see them get it.
MAGA's going to break up because of Donald Trump's criticism of Robin.
Can sit at either place. Thank you for coming. I really appreciate it.
So you and your husband were friends.
Everybody knew that wasn't true.
A dangerous
To take this family tragedy in which the president had made no comment.
When people ought to have.
Yeah.
Absolute horror.
Hi, Mel Gibson. I'm in Italy.
There is a quota system.
This is my 6th and last year hosting the Grammys. Song of the Year. Congratulations, Billie Eilish.
New York rent is crushing people.
They stuck to
This country's in such emotional turmoil.
And Republicans on both sides, you're